I'll show you how much air it forces out of the back. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Hey, welcome back to Sven's World. My name is Sven. Hey, another continuing episode on the Power Wheels build. I'm still working on my grandson's Corvette. I'm working on the wheel mods next. I'm not sure what I'm going to go with, rubber tires or spray bed liner. But in the meantime, I've got this pink Barbie Jeep that I picked up on the cheap for 10 bucks off of Marketplace. It turns on, it makes noises, but it does not run. It came with the remote and the battery charger. I figured for 10 bucks I'll give it a chance, you know. So what do you do when your PV doesn't work? You take it to Rhett Fernandez, the PV mad scientist. He's the one who masterminded the Corvette. So I'm going to go over and let him troubleshoot this, and we'll see what comes of it, okay? Thanks for clicking on us. This might be fun. I know a lot of you grandpas and dads have Power Wheels, so maybe this will help you, all right? Thank you for clicking on the episode, and here we go.
And now, a special reminder.
Please like and subscribe so that Felix can give me food.
All right, so we got it running. This is what we did. We gutted out all the stock equipment. The electronic control module is no mas. I got 2 of these drill battery converters for the Ryobi's drill batteries, and we wired it to the switch directly. It's coming out of the switch, going to the motors, from the motors going to the battery. Basically just gutted everything out. It runs fine. Let's see. All right, so the seat's in, both batteries are in. We're going to take it outside, and Rhett's son is going to be the jockey. Stand by. All right, the moment of truth. Yeah, you're a little big for him, but still, you can do it. It's gonna be torquey. Hey, it does work. Get on it one time.
Forward and reverse is not one.
No, it just has forward. All right, it works. It's a success. $10 Power Wheel. Cool. The professor gets it going. Perfect. That's all I need. That's all grandson needs.
Tomorrow.
Hey, welcome back. I'm going to get back into the Corvette. I got the pink Jeep is back up and running, 18 volts with the drill battery, Ryobi drill battery adapters. Thank you, Rhett, the PV scientist. You're the man. All right, so hey, I'm going to dig into the Corvette today, and I'm going to do the wheel modifications. I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do here. I've been thinking about this and watching a lot of videos. This is nothing out of my brain. This is just what I see everybody else is doing, and just trying to take the best of what I see, all right, and using it. All right, stay tuned. Okay, for those of you just joining me in this series, I picked up this used C7 Power Wheels Corvette. It's been modded to 18 volts, being the drill battery adapters, Ryobi. All right, so I'm dealing with these wheels. This is a used Power Wheel, and the wheels are pretty thin. In fact, when somebody drives it and you try to steer it, it doesn't turn too well because it just doesn't get grip. You know, the wheels are worn. This is a used toy. I'm breathing new life into this toy. So what my plan is, I took a fat tire e-bike and I cut it up with some shears, and I've cut it into strips that I'm going to put on the car, on the back. That's what's going to go on the back. I know it's nothing new. We've seen other people do this. I'm going to use self-tapping metal screws. Drill them in. Also, I have some Loctite. I don't know if I'm going to be using that. I think the screws would be good enough. But for the front wheels, I'm going to put some spray bed liner on it. Just a light coat. Not going to take him out around or anything. I'm just trying to add some traction to the front when he turns. So that's the plan for this episode. I'm glad you're with me. I know you have a history in Power Wheels too, otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on me. I appreciate you, man. This is all one love. Okay, I'm gonna get into this. Okay, so I'm gonna start on the front first. I used masking tape, just simply masked off the chrome, trying not to get it sprayed on. So my game plan is to simply take my bed liner spray and to just apply a few light coats as I spin it, as I turn it, and let that dry. I'm just looking to get a little more traction in the steering. That's all the reason I'm doing this. In fact, I just did this side. I'll show you what it looks like. I just did a light coat on it, and you can tell it's very light. You can still see the old center line traction on the tires. I might add one more coat still, but I'm going to go ahead and paint the other side now that you see what I'm doing with this side. So leave me a comment in the comments and tell me what you think this is going to work or not. All right. All right, just spraying some light coats on, turning it. Again, just light coats. Careful where I'm spraying it. Careful of my overspray. Just doing a few light coats. Again, this is just for traction in the steering. The tires are so old that the plastic is wore down and they don't grip like they should when they turn. So my thought is we're going to rough them up and make them hard again. All right, that's one complete coat. All right, so I'm going to attempt to shoot this, and you'll get the idea of what I'm doing. I'm going to use my self-tapping screws along with my Ryobi hammer drill, cordless hammer drill. We love Ryobi. They power all our Power Wheels here. Ha ha ha. But anyhow, just simply doing this, getting close to the edge. One. Putting my screws in the actual tracks, making sure I'm kind of square here. It's just a toy, but all right, it begins. Now I'll just spin it up a little bit, and about every 6 to 8 inches, I'm going to put a screw in. Let's do 2 more. All right, right into the groove. Make sure I'm square. Yeah, my Power Wheel's a little loose up on this milk crate, but I'll make do. All right, here we go. Bingo. All right, one more to complete the set. All right, so you get the idea. I will continue this until I get the complete wheel done. All right, stay tuned. All right, good news. I've gotten all the way to the very last 6 inches. I'm going to have to cut. I started off with 2 11.5-inch pieces, but until you really physically tighten them up to the wheel, you're really not sure. So I'm about 1/2 inch too long. I'm going to cut off one of these treads, and we'll finish securing it. I'm getting close. All right, so I have the tire on. It looks really good. Yeah, it's not perfect. You've got, I guess some people will take some black heavy-duty caulk and will caulk that. I'm not going to. The wheel spins fine. I think we will be fine. I'm gonna do the other side now, right? All right, so stand by. Glad you're with me. Okay, update. Here's the first wheel I did. Here's the second wheel. Now, the reason you don't see the screws is I used some black paint. Just touch the black paint up so you lose the screws, which is what I'll do on the other wheel. But they're on. I think they look pretty good. I mean, yeah, they're not perfect, but it's a kid's toy. It's hard to keep it square. Keep that in mind while you're putting this down. You start off square, and hopefully when you end square, that's the trick. All right, you're going around a round object, and yeah, those are bicycle tires, and they're kind of already round, but they don't make it easy on you. So endeavor to persevere. You can do this. I did it again. So yeah, once they're on, I'm gonna take a little black spray right over the bolts, the nuts I screwed on, the 1/2 inch number 12s. And all right, back to the front. Okay, so it's been almost an hour, and this is the front bed liner has dried. It's real hard to the touch, feels like plastic. I think I'm gonna do one more coat. It's still a little thin on there, but can't hurt. It's just gonna give him more traction when he turns. So, all right, stay with me. I'm almost done here. Almost. Man, I gotta do a parachute back here. This thing needs a parachute, a faux parachute. So I said in the very first episode that this is my friend Rhett, who modified this car to be a fan car, and I'll explain to you what I mean. He cut a hole in the bottom of the chassis, and he installed this really high velocity fan motor right here, and the car will drive without having the switch on, but there's a little switch right here, and when you toggle, all right, it's gonna get loud, so bear with me. I'll show you how much air it forces out of the back. Quite a bit. So it's sucking it off the bottom and pushing it out the back. So that's a fan car. I don't know if it's legal in the outlaw class or the modified class, but we're not looking to race any NHRA kind of races. So, all right, I'm almost there. Let me put another coat of bed liner on the front wheels, undo them, and I'm gonna call this build almost done for today. All right, so I got it on the ground, and it looks cool. It definitely has more traction than it did before I started. That's all I can say. So I'm gonna call this episode a wrap, and next I'm gonna do the graphics package, put some pinstriping on it, and some Frantic TV logos and Sven's World logos, more than what you see, just like in that first thumbnail. All right, I appreciate you stopping and clicking on me and checking out what I do here. It's a labor of love. There's a lot more to come, and stay tuned. The races are in a week or so, so grandson will be here at the end of the week. We're gonna have him on the highway out front and checking it out. All right, this is Sven from Sven's World, only on Frantic TV, bitches. We're glad you're here, man. Like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're doing.